Okay, you guys want.
Okay. Let's call it to order then, it's 7.
Oh,
I go late, yeah. Somewhere there. 7:08. Okay, roll call.
Good. Nice seeing you.
Yourself, Rudy Blanco, acting
How you
chair,
been?
here.
Francesca Ortega.
Stephen Hertzberg and Stephen.
Angelo Garcia.
Angelo Garcia, I think John was out. Yes.
We're good. 4 to 5.
4 to 5.
Look at us. Look at us.
Order business, you want to change anything, guys? Anything in order, anything you want?
In new business, which is to produce ad, I have an item to discuss about home studio homestead council meeting.
Yes.
I'm gonna be attending.
I remember you, maybe we talked about that.
Yeah.
That they're feeding it down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I would add that to the item.
That's what, 82?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
motion for that.
My second.
I 30. Motion granted. Everybody agreement?
Hi.
Aye. Passes.
Otherwise, I think it's good.
I think everything, yeah, that's fine. Anybody else? No? Okay, so this is order of business. Public comments? Alicia, anything? How's Fabrizio doing?
I
How's-
just spoke with Francesca. We had a constituent that called our office. And she's interested in, I guess, participating in that. For whatever you're working on the presentation. So you can go and interview her and, see, because she got someone that came in and made an assessment of the structural damage to the house. And she sent me the documents, which I'm gonna forward to her tomorrow, because I didn't have her email. So, that's basically it, and then, like I said, we're waiting for next time to start going. But yeah, we don't get that many calls, but when they call, at least this one was like interesting, because some people just come to complain. But this one wanted, to give me the information, and I said, well, I share it with the blasting committee, she was very happy. Very happy.
Do you know do you know anything about her? She's lived here for a long time.
Okay, like I told her, she's 91 years old.
Right.
She has lived in Miami-Dade since 67.
Wow.
And we checked the house, and the house was built in 66, so the house is like, she has lived there. And,
Move into the nuisance.
My question
Maybe
is,
someone-
Yeah.
to the chair, my question is, for the last month, 2 months, because I've been taking care of my wife for the last 2 months, babysitting her. I've not heard one single blast. I've been at home the majority of the time.
Yeah,
That
it's been
that
less.
was up a little bit.
Huh?
They're still
A
there.
little bit.
Oh, no, today was just a little teeny bit of the whole roof almost fell down on the house. My
They've
question
been there,
is,
they've been there,
for the
but
last 2.5
That's-
months, everything has been extremely quiet. And all of a sudden today they said, let me go ahead and hit Godzilla.
maybe spring break, I don't know, just kidding. But I don't know, maybe they moved around. I think that they moved around. Okay, there were no Miramar still feeding it. Mhm.
To your point, they must be moving around, like Rudy's saying, because last week I felt some of the strongest blasts I've ever felt. Today, I thought it was a soft blast, and you said it was crazy, so, I really just.
11, 16 it was.
Well, so Miguel has talked about it before, we know that. It's an
Right,
energy
wave,
wave,
right.
so depending on the exact location of that
Right.
exact blast, the wave goes up and down. up
Maybe-
and down.
maybe that-
So if it goes up in your house.
Maybe
it
they
goes up.
said,
If it goes
this
down,
one's
it
gonna
goes
hit
down.
Angelo's house.
Yeah.
This one's gonna hit.
That's very hard.
This one's gonna be speaking right in it. But besides that, what else is going on? What else is going on that I have missed in the last 2.5 months?
I mean, so first of all, whether they're changing the way they're doing it, then we could pull up the data and see if there is, once, the past blast take a little bit of time to come up. And we got to just take a look at it. We went to Tallahassee in February, Miguel and I, Francesca, about the workshop we had. And then it seems like potentially, I don't really believe that, maybe it was that they adjusted some things. After they admitted that they are causing damage, but cosmetic damage.
Oh, so they finally admit,
At least to an extent, they're still saying it's not a big deal, but they did say cosmetic damages happened. So I don't know if there's really been a change. I had noticed whenever I'm driving 75, a massive pile of rock.
I saw it.
Yes, I saw
Right there.
Oh,
that.
it's giant.
Yes,
So the
Giant.
those blasts have already occurred, maybe they're
Yeah.
going somewhere else to get
Mhm.
the rock loose, but obviously I saw on social media a lot of people talking about the blast today, so.
Yeah.
There's so many different factors to when we feel it, how we feel it, how other people feel it. And also, I mean, things just such as the weather affect it, right? So there's so many different factors to that change the way that we all feel it. So I'm not aware of anything that's really changed. For example, I mean, I just texted Molly, she said she was at home, she didn't even feel it, and we don't live that far away from each other, so. It's not unusual for somebody on this block to not feel it, and somebody in the next
Oh, yeah.
block to have their house shake.
whatever.
That happens. That's exactly how a wave works.
My neighbor in front, who's also called Rudy, really, he did not feel anything, he was there. Oh, yeah, was it 11:16?
But, you know, it's a wave.
I said, I didn't feel it today.
It's a wave.
Okay, really?
So what is, I don't have to call it the plan of attack, or what is gonna happen moving forward? Are we all gonna become senior citizens just waiting for them to keep doing their thing there?
Right. No, that's certainly not the plan, and that's.
Has anybody tried to reach out to them to see if they wanna talk at least? No.
And they responded out, but I don't think to the number letter,
Why?
not even the association.
What is, I mean, why?
What is there for them to talk about?
Why try something that's failed multiple times? I think that's, if they would come to us, I'm sure we would say yes. But we've gone down that path. I don't see why.
Let me ask you a question. I don't know that would affect the sunshine laws or anything. Has our state representative's office, Tom Commissioner, has he been able to, is he able to adjourn a meeting with?
I don't think they
When
want.
they come to the table, if Fabrizio would ask them to come to the table and talk?
To the table, what do you mean, it's like a meeting with
Yes.
the town?
Yes. Would he be able to put a meeting together to talk?
At this point, if I cannot guarantee anything, because, you know, it has to be consensus by, the funny thing about it is, in Tallahassee, they don't have sunshine law. They can talk, I mean,
Okay, so they're open,
they're open to talk to each other and so forth.
Good.
So, setting a meeting, you can contact our office as a request, you know, see, I mean, like I said, there's nothing going on right now because the session is over. So for the next one, because I know that at the workshop, they had a presentation. And of course, the data they used, according to Miguel and Steven, they were comparing it. It was clearly, you know, didn't relate to what was really happening, so. It's waiting to see, you know, what the next step is gonna be. So I cannot tell you exactly because they're, you know, in the Senate and the House of Representatives, they proposed, this action. So it's just taking, you know, small steps, and it's just making sure that in the next one, we keep advancing.
You live in the town. Have you felt it?
I feel it in the office, not in my house.
Okay.
I felt it today.
You felt it?
Nikita and I felt it.
Okay.
I mean, that's something we can speak to the
Yeah.
representative about. I don't necessarily think they want to meet with him. I think he's not their most favorite representative. He's the only one trying to really change the way they work. So I don't know why they would, but
At
maybe.
least we got the workshop.
Yeah, listen,
Has
the
been
workshop
like for the past-
was progress, and we finally got them to have to put their position there, and they can't go back on what they said. They didn't say that much, honestly, but it's better than them saying nothing and hiding behind kids jumping on beds and fireworks. So, I think they understand that now. So maybe, I don't know, maybe things have changed. Maybe we got the workshop, maybe it's something that we asked the representative to,
No, and
to.
like,
try
and
to
we
get
mentioned
some
on the
sort of-
time, all the time is we need people there. We need like a whole group of residents. be there and say, look, this is damaging our property, and they wanna see numbers, not just, you know, the board going there, you know. That's what, you know.
They wanna see a bridge that falls, and they
No,
wanna see
no,
some fatalities. I think that's what they wanna
That's
see.
another way you can get action.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Just making sure that,
At the rate we're going, it looks that way,
Um,
hopefully not.
oh, well, but you talked about, like a plan, we'll get there now. Discussing some of this, trying to approve some of the stuff we discussed. Like moving forward for the rest of the year.
Anybody else? Public comments? Minutes.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Just for the record, distributing a copy of the minutes for March.
You wanna go in the hurry?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
I don't think Andrew was there. You weren't there in March, right?
No.
You know, okay, so let's just note that change.
No. No, your ex-wife was just having sick or something.
No, yeah, they.
Or his mom.
I don't know why I haven't checked. I think that I was moving
Yeah.
the people up and down.
March 10th is when this happened, though.
Right.
So with the exception of the change of the attendance, I second to approve.
Yeah, I keep doing things, so I'll just, it should be accurate on my sheet.
That's fine.
Everyone in agreement?
Yep.
What is it?
Everyone in agreement for the minutes?
I guess if you guys are in agreement, I didn't have to, what is it, so you can feed me in real quick?
No, just a minute.
just read it.
Just a minute.
Yeah, let me.
You haven't heard anything else on the calendar? It's just Andrea's. I don't know. Either.
Okay,
Okay,
all right.
everyone in agreement, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, I.
Aye. Okay. Minutes adopted. Elections.
I don't know elections, registration, that's an area because we did that.
Okay.
We already had our elections.
The
I remember seeing that and I was like, what else are we getting?
special elections, April 30th. That's all I could say. That's all I could say. April elections, you know. Special elections for that time. Old business. Francesca, featuring marketing schedule and approval of materials.
So let's do the HOA stuff first.
Yeah.
It's on the flip side of the agenda.
Let me just give Angela a quick.
I was
Oh, that's right.
gonna say that.
So we've been working, so the last few meetings, we've been talking about strategies, right? Obviously, we're still going to push the legislative session for 2025. We want to discuss getting other cities involved, which is a new business. In old business, we've approved that we're going to work with meeting with HOAs during the regular scheduled meetings. Reach out to HOAs, say, we want 3 to 5 minutes of your time. A lot of these HOA meetings are via Zoom or wherever, and then they're in wherever they take the place in Mary Collins Center and places like that. And that's a way to reach out, right? Get the HOAs to involved and then send information to their members. So that's what we're discussing now. Needs to really, I don't know what she's.
Why the HOAs shouldn't be reaching out to us.
Agreed, but I know what,
But
we,
I totally agree, I totally agree.
You know,
Totally
one thing, there's a fence though, maybe they don't know that there's a black
Yeah.
hole, but
Maybe that
could
maybe
be-
they don't have our contact
Yeah.
information,
Alright.
so by us making that appearance, it amplifies our message. And creates a larger buy-in in the community, you know, because if their excuse for not dealing with plastic was that they didn't know anybody, well, now they know
No,
somebody.
Gotcha.
So it's one of those things, IO provided this very detailed list of all the different meetings that are happening in April and May. And these will all take place at the Miami Lakes Youth Center and at the Mary Collins Community Center. And the reason why I wanted to add it to the agenda was so that we could kind of go around and commit to certain days, because there's some of these that have like the same schedules. So like April 18th is a very popular day because there's one at the same time, there's two, there's
No,
three at the same exact time, right? I have a feeling that the regatta and the Lake Carol are the same board. And that's why they're at the same time, at the same
Yeah,
lanes, like they're one after the other.
the lake is just a lake. It's like,
I think so.
it's a board about the
Yeah.
lake, I assume. And Regatta Point is actual HOA. Cause the
Yeah.
lakes have voluntary, or sometimes involuntary, but have HOAs themselves, just the lake.
Okay,
So
like the
that's how-
PSN lake.
Yeah, that's how they, maintain the lake,
Oh, okay,
right?
that makes
I
sense.
mean, I've seen that before. Whether or not that's specific here, I would assume it is.
Okay,
And Regatta Point is the
actual.
widespread
community.
HOA, but
Yeah.
they both need to have meetings because they're both HOAs. Just the lake is just the people who live in the lake.
Oh, okay, I
Regatta
gotcha.
Point is the people who live in the lake and everywhere else.
Oh, okay,
So that's probably what that is.
right.
Interesting, all these are all HOAs, there's a lot of them.
There's a lot.
I mean, those
Well, those are just the.
are just
those-
HOAs. I mean, there's tons.
There's
I have
more
a
than
feeling
this.
there's many more.
This is just the ones that get together.
My
at
homeowners
these
is
two
not there.
locations.
Yeah, the one on the west side of town is not there, I can tell you. Satori,
Where
Serenity
but
Point,
Tory meets in their clubhouse.
Exactly,
Right?
exactly.
Serenity, I don't know
There you
where
go.
Serenity meets,
and Mary Collins,
but they do. Okay.
Mary
I guess they just don't have meetings, but.
Mary Collins.
These
Mary
are-
Collins or Royal Oaks.
Right, these are just the ones that meet at these two.
Right.
Buildings.
Yeah.
Alright, got it.
And that have a confirmed scheduled time, because if they're a more
Right.
informal
Might not be-
association
yeah,
and they just show up and whatever, you know, so. In addition to this, we have the PSN Civic Association meeting, which happens tomorrow. So like I'll be attending that one tomorrow. So I feel like there was another one on the 16th. With the Royal Oaks one. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to attend that one because I'm at the PSN one. So if somebody can go to the Royal Oaks tomorrow, we'd attack, you know,
Tomorrow is Tuesday,
tomorrow's Tuesday, yes,
Yeah.
April 16th.
and that's when, isn't that, the HOA that Omero Cruz attends,
I think so.
is that,
I think that's the one.
isn't he usually attend that one on
Yeah.
Wednesdays?
I don't know if you got
Or
it
just
on the
different, it falls on different day. Cause I usually see it, they post it on the guardhouse a day prior, and I didn't see it on the guard.
Yeah, I haven't got a notice, I mean, I just got their little pamphlet yesterday, I haven't got a notice from them on that one, actually.
Okay, what's there tomorrow, at what time, at 6:30? So you
No,
usually at
the one
6:30,
tomorrow, there's one at 7 and there's one at 7:30, but I believe they're both like the same, like an extension of the same community or something.
Right, no, I see, yeah, that's what I don't get, we have Lake Glen Tuesday, April 16th, 7, okay, that's just the lake. Then Royal Oaks on Tuesday, April 16th at 7:30.
It has to be like master and sub, or like you were saying, the lake, or. Cause I don't think any HOA meeting can,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
it's
remember,
April
I always thought, yeah, I always thought they were on Wednesday. I'll tell you, it'd be very difficult for me to do anything this week, I know I'm looking at the ones for the following week or two that I can try to commit to.
okay.
Such as, I believe I can make, for example, Royal Palm Estates on May 2nd. See, why, you weren't able to get on May 8th.
okay, so when we meet with these, HOAs, or are the chairs of these, HOAs already advised that we're gonna be talking, or Or do we just cold turkey talk about the issue, or how do you open a
Good
conversation?
question.
How do you open
So-
a conversation?
So I'm glad you brought that question. So one of the reasons why I wanna divvy up the list for the different days we're gonna attend is also to reach out to those HOAs as well. Because some HOAs are structured to where you have to be on the minutes in order to speak at the time of the meeting, right? And if it is one of those, then we need to disclose ahead of time that we wanna speak, right? But I'm gonna go to the Turquesa HOA meeting and they don't have a structured agenda. So I'm just gonna show up and I'm gonna speak, but I know the HOA president, right? So, that connection needs to be made and I wanted it to be based on the meeting you were gonna attend, right? Because having one person call all these HOAs, like, it's a little unrealistic. So if we kind of like tally up who can attend what meetings, then that person would also reach out and confirm that they can speak at them.
Okay, yeah.
We have a lot of their contact information. I'll also provided that. So, it's not like anybody has to go out on a mission trying to find the information. It's readily available to us.
Like, for example, I can commit to May 2nd for Royal Ponce Estates, right? So, I mean, I don't know if this is something that we do, like, I can do that right now, so I just need to know just need to find the contact.
I'll send
information
out the
and
spreadsheet.
Reach out to them, right? So that's.
Well,
one.
actually, I'll send me the spreadsheet.
But,
Is
for-
it the one I've already shared with you guys, or is that what you're referring to?
I know you shared it with me. I don't know if you
Oh,
shared it
okay.
with the entire
Okay.
board.
But that's what you're referring to.
Yeah, that's the one I'm referring to. Okay, so I have Stephen down for May 2nd.
April 20.
I gotta check my schedules.
I mean, so
I
like
gotta
I
check my
said
schedule, I'll get
last,
back to you.
like I said last meeting, like I'm gonna try
I'll
to
check
tell
out my
you.
area too, on mine.
Claro,
Right.
okay.
I know, the roads.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow is just impossibility. I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
probably do the Wednesday, the
Yeah,
8th,
I'm not gonna-
and then we have, like April 23rd, Loch Lomond, I can probably do, but I don't, but at the same time, the last meeting I said that this is what we need. We can approve that we're going to now attempt to meet with all these people.
Well,
And then cause I couldn't tell you what my schedule is at the end of May.
yeah,
And then, I don't know if we should, one of us, like, we make contact with that association saying, hey, we want to do this on this, and then get confirmation that we're going to go ahead and then say, hey, guys, this association said,
Yeah,
They
because if
want
there's
to
nobody
see-
there. I don't know,
oh,
you know what I mean?
I mean, some
I might have to
associations have good attendance, some
Some
don't.
associations do, some
Right.
associations don't.
Hope invited me to her association on Zoom. And, there was 12 to 14 people online, and we discussed it, and they got some information. So, and some associations are in Zoom, are we always confirmed that these are in person, like they're?
yeah, those two locations.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I suggest is that we approve that we want to move forward with this right now.
Okay,
And then I don't know if we should reach out to them now, like to confirm these meetings are occurring and say, hey, this is what we want to do. And then they come back and say, oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, we'd like to have you come speak. For example, Hope's is a little different. She'd let them know I'm
Right,
coming, but they have public comments. So the board meetings almost always have public comments. Public comments are
Yeah.
usually for residents. And the boards, they're closed, so you don't have to allow anyone to speak.
right,
So it does make sense to let them know beforehand,
yeah,
but maybe it makes more sense to reach out to them over the week. We'll get the information. I'm happy that we can send you one email. Right, we can do one email then
uh-huh,
with a list. And say, hey, this is what we're doing. These are the members of the board. We're working on scheduling, and get confirmation from these associations that the meetings are taking place, that they're
Yeah.
taking place in person or online.
Yeah, because
And then once them to come back and say, yes, we would like to have you come by and speak. Great, okay, we send out a group text, hey, this association confirmed who can make it.
Yeah.
Right,
it's better.
I think, and then you can really say, okay, yeah, I can make it that day, perfect. But if we can't, we can't, but out of 5 of us, John included,
right.
I think we can make it happen. But my schedule is every week is different, so I
Yes,
don't know
that's
that
my
until,
case.
until the day of.
Yes.
I don't know how you do it.
But yeah,
That's
Still trying to figure it out.
so, that's what I suggest we do. And so that would be my motion. My motion is to approve reaching out to these associations. If you send me the contact information that you have or whatever we have, I'm happy to send out
I
the
just
email
sent
this
it
week.
to all of you.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll send out an email and we're approving it now. We can all speak to each other about going out here. That's not a problem. And then.
I had
once
originally said, let's do it today, cause I didn't think about it, but you're right.
We approve it, it's okay. We're
Right.
Not bringing it back in front of the board.
Yeah.
So let's approve that. We're going to attempt to meet with all these HOAs.
Mhm.
I will work on sending out an email to them with the contact information we have this week. Saying, we understand you have a meeting on such and such date. We would like to come and do a 3 to 5 minute presentation. Can we attend? Can we be added to an agenda item or speak at public comments? And then once they confirm, we get the confirmation. Okay, now we send out the text.
Yeah.
Who can make it? Whoever can
Yeah.
make it makes it. And it can be more than one person.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
One of us.
I think it would be better.
It's better to have two people.
Yeah.
Usually
That way-
yeah.
I'm gonna feel more comfortable.
So
So I
that would
second
be
that
my
motion.
motion.
I thought-
But I wanted to point something else, cause I hadn't, something else, because I hadn't realized this prior. There's some HOAs that we have the name, but not the email addresses, and they're repeated. So we have the contact information for Lake Coral homeowners. Lake Glen Ellen, which is on this list, so that's good. Lake Hilda. And then it skips down to Loch Lomond, so. It's really not that many that we.
I
can email
know the
for.
town has, they have, one, right?
That's all I've been provided.
Yeah.
My understanding, I mean, I can go back and ask again, but I think we've had this discussion with you guys before. I think it's that we don't have all the contacts.
So,
I'll go back and check, but
I have a question,
I
cause
believe you, I just think the town, that's something the township they should focus on trying to get.
so Windmill Gate, right, they meet May 9th, for example. But they're not on this list at all, not as an HOA, not as an association name, and then not with contact information either. So when Windmill books the Miami Lakes Youth Center, they have to provide some type of contact information.
Fine. No, we-
They probably should do.
that's fine.
Somebody's
They
speaking
do,
to somebody.
Of course.
Well, yeah, the town, I mean, the ones on here, somebody's speaking to somebody. It
Right.
might just all be
And
Mayor
Mary
Hollis
Collins,
management or whatever.
Very confident.
I mean, you can find out contact information, not emails, unfortunately, online. Usually the registered agent is their property manager company, usually
Right.
sometimes it's the attorney, sometimes the property manager
Right.
company. So you can find it out that way as well. But yeah, I thought the town would have, it seems like information the town would have, but they don't, we have to get it done. There's ways to try to get it. We just have to figure out, who the management company is, and just reach out to the management company, which a lot of the towns in Miami Lakes are GRS. So.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be shocked, the majority of these are GRS.
Yeah.
So that's task number one then, is any contact information we don't have. Try to get it from the town and make sure they don't have it. They don't have it, then we have to figure out how to get it.
Right.
Which is online somehow. I mean, most of this, we should be able to figure out who the management company is. So that's who we would reach out to anyway.
Yeah.
So I think we just gotta do a little bit more homework on getting that. If she sent that to all, we can work on. I would add that to my motion that we work on getting the contact
Get
information.
contact information.
And then, so we can send out these emails requesting the opportunity to speak. And any other, like, Satori's not on this list, right? So we should add.
So already
reach out
West
to Satori,
Lakes.
right?
That really feel it, because they're right on 87.
Like, I've already been
Jenny
in
Hall,
touch
no, everybody.
with some of the
A lot of the
marijuana.
West 87 doesn't have HOA,
Someone,
a good amount though.
Lee
Uh-uh.
Mary,
West of 87?
Other Satori and where you live.
Serenity,
No.
West
Oh,
West Lakes.
All of Turquesa, all of Century Gardens, all of Royal Oaks. Yeah, they have HOAs. It's only south of the school, that piece. and then the other piece.
That
on the other
works
side.
fine.
Will Gardens, I think it is, Will Palmer's, it's Will.
Yeah.
Um,
But that's what, 82nd, yes, it's 82nd, west of 87.
West of 87.
Yeah.
There's not as many.
In Newer type, so.
Yeah.
I don't have a
West
contact at
Coast.
Satori, but I do at Turcasa. So,
Yeah, we, storage would be fine.
Right.
that's true. I
We'll,
forgot.
we'll have a problem getting Satori's information. I know multiple people live there. We just gotta get it. And Satori is the type of community that probably has it online right away.
Yes.
Doesn't stick it
True.
up.
Yeah. it's not on.
So I guess if we can just, just get a reminder to add Satori, I think that's one we wanna figure out when we need. And then, yeah, we just gotta look at the Lucas, compare the list and see which ones we're missing, then I'll work on, finding the missing information.
Okay.
I'm sure we can get it. I know someone that lives in Rural Ponds, if they don't have that, I'll reach out to them, and there's plenty of ways to get the information.
Yeah, and some of these, like 4 or 5, we already have the contact for,
Right.
but there'll be some additional. And I didn't include on this list others that I've reached out to independent, so like Riviera Isles, Sunset Lakes.
I'm sorry to interrupt, is Royal Palm the one that's right there on 154th Street, just catty corner
Yes.
to CBS Pharmacy?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Marilyn
Yeah.
Ronald.
Not a lot is it?
She's the president of the homeowners association.
Is she?
Yes, Marilyn.
Oh,
Wow.
I didn't know.
Yes.
I didn't know that one. Oh,
There it was on.
Yeah, so
That
I
was
mean,
easy.
right,
Yeah,
we'll be able to figure out.
That's
We'll be able to figure out how to get the contact.
Into Satori,
So I say we do that, so then we can work together and then
Yeah.
schedule. We just, I think we should reach out to them. And, yeah, I think anything this week is probably difficult, but start.
Yes.
Reach out to them
For
next
me,
week.
I would say, starting May for me is good. So I was just saying,
Okay,
my
well,
schedule.
PSN Civic Association, I'll be there tomorrow, so that would be, none of the Miami Lakes ones will get touched tomorrow, and then we'll kind of like
See what
review,
they,
based on that, and then, I don't know if you could put up the presentation on the screen, so that way we can go over it. So we approved your motion, right?
yes,
I feel like we went back and forth, but we approved.
okay, motion. Motion on the table, motion to reach out to the homeowners associations, get their contact information, schedule it with, through email.
Mhm.
See if it's okay, we have a 3 or 5 minute presentation with them, and we could attend. And then, give them, the information, and then text back to us.
Yeah.
Who's approving us, and so forth, and then we'll confirm.
Approved.
Aye.
Aye,
Everybody agree?
okay.
Motion passes.
So I'm
Yep.
gonna, so I'm gonna go through it really, really fast and then we'll go in detail, okay? So the intention of this is to kind of give people a taste. Enough for them to either get involved, participate as a member, file complaints. Those are the primary objectives, to have the residents respond to. Oh, yes, why doesn't, oh, there we go, I was doing it in the wrong direction.
When it,
So I put,
Tallahassee has hundreds of thousands of complaints. What are they
I wish
doing?
it was that much. It's
I mean, they've got thousands,
We got tens of thousands.
thousands. What have they done? I mean, if it was 1 or 2, but it's thousands,
That's your boy,
huh?
that's your boy.
Well, yeah, we know. We have to
We
push
know.
harder.
We know.
They're not doing anything.
so, whoops, no, we went too far, sorry, guys. All right, so. I like to kind of start off by introducing ourselves, what we do. I'll go over this information in detail in a second, but. I included the affected areas of the blast, where the career zone located throughout Miami-Dade County, what seismic damage looks like. I tried to do different locations of the home so that it would resonate regardless of the property type. Obviously pool decks being a big deal. I also included like city stuff, the masonry crack information. And then this is where I wanted to get like a tiny bit technical, but not too much, so we don't lose anyone. So I used this graphic from the flyer. And I just wanted to talk about, where does blasting take place and how that wave moves from this location to our residences and businesses and everything in the neighboring areas. Then I wanted to kind of like lay out what it is that we're accomplishing or we've accomplished in the board. So I narrowed it down to like 4 different things, and obviously this is open to you guys providing your feedback, right? So this part here would be eliminated. So ignore that part. It would just be 4 bullets that generalize the accomplishments. So the launching of the Miami-Dade County pilot program, collaboration within communities, lobbying on the behalf of residents, and educating both our elected officials as well as our community. And then I go into detail on each one of those 4 bullets, right? So we can kind of like amplify the message a little bit and give them a better understanding. And I included, like here for the pilot program, I included the QR code that takes them to the page so that if they really want to learn more, they can. I explained how we collaborate with, Miami-Dade County, with the mayor, with the school board, etc. Again, all that information is up for discussion now. How we lobby on behalf of residents in Tallahassee, how we want to educate the public. And then I wanted to end it off with, telling people how they can get involved. So everyone should be able to choose at what level they get involved. At the base, people should be reporting blasts, right? Because that helps us. If they want to get involved by sharing their story and helping us spread the word. And then they can also get involved by becoming a member of the BAB, because at the end of the day, we should be recruiting more people, right? And I wanted to be able to go into detail on each one of those 4 points, including our the social media page that's managed outside of the BAB. And this QR code takes you to additional resources on that page where we have the media kit stuff. Okay, so I wanted HOAs to be able to scan this, have access to the information, and if they wanted to continue to distribute these flyers throughout their meetings, they could. Or even if they have like an email blast that they send to residents, to be able to include that as well. And then at the end, they would just have like our contact information, and that's it, okay? Something else that I want to make for us are like very generic business cards with our contact information. Because lately I've been a lot more intentional with my interactions within the businesses in our local community, right? So the other day I was telling somebody I'm a part of the Blasting Advisory Board, and they're like, what is that? And where are you from? And as old school as it sounds, like I would have loved to have like a business card I could give them, because I felt like they thought I was lying. And I'm like, no, I promise you, like, this is real. You want to go to townofmiamilakes.com and I can show you around. It'll just, solidify our presence when we go to these HOA meetings as well. I tried to let the presentation look and feel would kind of match with what we have going on with the color schemes and the marketing that's outstanding. That being said, Stephen is more of the words person, so I was gonna motion for him to help with the verbiage of the presentation. And yeah, I'm open for comments.
I mean, I don't think it needs to have many words. I think, we can go through it quickly, but.
We have a comment over here.
The part where you're saying that you're lobbying, I think besides pictures of the group, is have a picture of the video of you guys in action in a workshop, so they see that you were there.
Okay.
And talk to I think it's good because they see, oh.
Oh, that's a good point. Okay.
We have that.
Yeah. Thanks to Hope, we have a lot of screenshots. Okay.
Like a good one that,
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good idea.
that shows the committee or something.
Right. I think looks good. It's nice and easy. You don't want a lot of words. This isn't about words. This is about going the next slide. Okay, talk, and go next slide, talk.
Right.
Right.
The images are more important. The image of what the damage is more important. We don't want words on a PowerPoint like this, in my opinion. So I don't really see too much that needs to be changed, and I want to get it approved today.
Okay.
So we can start using it.
I do want us to all be in favor of the description of who we are as a team. And the 4 points that I gave priority to,
Yes.
like the education, the lobbying, whatever, cause maybe if there's something
Those
else.
four are great.
So,
Oh, okay,
I mean, I think that is what I believe.
I agree.
I don't know what else we did. Wish we could do more, but
I agree.
subpoena and investigate people.
that would be phenomenal.
Unfortunately,
Oh.
we don't have those powers.
Oh,
So, yeah, yeah, we could force the miners to sit next to us and ask them questions. That would be great.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I don't really see that much needs to be changed. Yeah, I agree, get rid of the language under the 4 points. We don't need that.
Right,
That's about whoever's up there presenting is the one that's supposed to talk.
we'll
about it.
elaborate.
exactly.
The less words, the better. But isn't that straight from the town or close to what the town has? I'm fine with that.
That is exactly what's on the town's website. But I feel like I wanted to add something that fostered like community involvement, because we specifically establish how we advise the town itself and we provide recommendations on possible solutions, but like, what do we do with constituents? Like, we're not illustrating that somebody called an elected official and now we're gonna get involved and call them back and try to get their testimony, you know? So maybe adding a little emphasis on empathy there and how we relate to community people, but maybe I'm overthinking it, you know?
I just wanted to mention, there are, so you guys can't go out and create your own cards. It's something that has to be approved by the town.
Oh, okay.
So what the town does have is like empty business cards that would just say communications department, which is where the committees fall under. And then you guys are able to write your your name there.
I mean.
Okay, yeah, I know we ran out recently, so I'll be placing a new order and then I'll let you guys know once they're in, so you guys can come grab some.
You know, it'd be a good idea, just get that card that you're saying and get you a stamp.
Yeah.
And the person's name, that way it looks better, like I say.
Sure, but then you guys would have to budget for the stamp.
Well, that stamp's like $5.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's, again, as long as you guys are okay with it,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Stamp is
I
like-
have a question. If I were to create the business card and provide it to the town, following the town's look and feel like of the established marketing that's already been approved, would that be okay? Or does it have to be the handwritten card? Because I get his point,
Yeah,
handwriting 50 cards, 30 cards, like,
I can find out what we can do about the name part of it.
Okay.
I know that the reason for those committee cards is because you guys are not the only committee who has asked for business cards, and the idea is to keep it uniform.
Gotcha.
okay,
Yeah.
but if we follow, let's say it had to be the identical template. If we follow the identical template to, in an effort to be efficient, like, would we be able to customize our own information? Cause it could be one card
I guess.
with
send me an
the
example.
chair, the vice chair and the secretary's contact info.
Yeah.
And then everyone could use that same business
Yeah.
card. For
I guess send me an example just so we're on the same page.
Well, I don't know what this communications business card looks like.
I'll send you
Let me see.
a copy and I guess we can go.
You know, I can see that you're trying, but I'm just saying.
I can send you a copy from there. I know that the
But she has
business
a
card looks pretty much how like staff business cards
It's just-
look like. It
this
just
card,
has a
that
blank,
logo, yeah, blank.
it just has like a blank name.
Yeah, you could-
That's
Okay.
all it is.
Fill in and all that.
But I'll share a
It's
copy.
good. I use them.
I'll share a copy with you and I guess we can go from there.
Right,
Perfect.
okay.
Here's just
Oh,
That's what we-
there we
gave it
go.
to- I think they're a bunch of people. They all have, that's why, I think it's
That's
like.
nice. Cut past
There you
that.
go, that's it. That's exactly it.
Thank you.
What I
That's
did
exactly.
for our committee is, I did like a little card,
Yeah.
cut it out,
Yeah, that
of the
was-
same color, so you paste it on it, so it blends, so it doesn't look like a.
Right. Some of us have disabilities with handwriting and I won't be able to write my
Oh,
hand.
yeah.
My hand might fall off.
We'd be able to.
Yeah.
No one would be able to
Even
read
you
it,
wouldn't
right?
be able to read his name, my hands would fall off, so I'll pay to print them.
Mine's called chicken, it'd be a chicken, no, never mind. You know how.
Yeah,
You know what
the
I'm
name-
talking about.
The name goes on that little teeny weeny
Right,
That's
right.
where it's
white
supposed to go.
space.
Yeah.
That's where it's supposed to go.
Yes,
Yeah, that's,
All right, so
Okay.
yeah,
that's good, that's,
see if I can
that's
get
a
it.
part. That's
okay,
a card. Yeah,
so,
That's it.
I guess this is a town question?
Yeah.
That you'll get more.
You're
information
allowed
on.
to, yeah.
Right. So it'll just be identical, but with our contact info on here.
So pretty much done printed already. Right, that's what you want. That's what you guys are asking with the names already printed, right? Kind of.
Name and phone number. I lost for sure. Okay, so accomplishments. Are we all in agreement that these are the 4 core values of our team? Or do we want to swap it out for another action word?
No,
No?
Yeah.
And then the description of the Miami-Dade County pilot program, just verify me here. And then if everybody's okay, we can just. What am I-
No, just this maintaining a check on the reported information too.
Yeah.
That's all.
Maintaining. So we're good with this one? We can move on to the next. Perfect. Collaboration, Miami-Dade County Public Schools, contact mayor's office. I think I forgot someone here. Like I didn't include Fabrizio.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
Probably state
I
rep.
would, yeah,
State
stay,
representative.
I mean, yeah, agreed,
Should I leave it generic like state representatives or specify Fabrizio?
Usually specifically,
I mean,
Especially-
he's the only one doing anything.
especially.
Okay.
Particularly,
Sponsor,
particularly,
I guess especially sponsoring last and reform legislation, you know, the retail, something like that, just note that he's the one sponsoring legislation we're trying to get through.
Perfect. Anything else there?
yeah, it's good.
There you might want to say, just, provided, it's not really testimony, not the word I'm looking for, provide testimony at State House workshop, committee workshop, something like that, just mention the most recent workshop.
Committee,
Workshop. Yeah. Tony there in the picture.
okay? Okay, so let's focus on how we can get involved. We want people to report back, share your story and spread the word and become a member of the BAB, right?
Mhm.
Is there anything else?
I guess share your stories for the word.
Contact your
is
representative.
Contact center. Is a. I mean,
Directly.
Yeah, I would add contact, like after 1 and 2, 3.
Yeah.
Or really between,
Contact.
after 1 is contact your local.
And
Elected
local
officials.
instead of.
Well, I
Yeah,
can
we-
say
we need
your
to-
elected
So your
officials.
elected officials.
Sure, yeah.
Quality. So we can say this is how many.
You don't get enough, you guys.
I would say contact your elected officials.
Elected
So-
officials.
First one, report blast. Second one, contact your elected officials.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna know that you were good.
Okay, good.
And then, yeah.
We have a new phone number.
And you-
Mm.
And if I know.
Are you still in the same office?
If I know.
I think it's on Twitter and Instagram. 305-505-277.
Contact your elected officials, share your story, and spread the word. I'm gonna leave it as share your story. Since what's understood. And become a member of the BAB, right? Those four?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So when we move on to the next here, I link to where they can file a complaint. Here I link to social media. Obviously, I'll add a slide in between that has the elected officials' contact information. So like,
Yeah, I guess, I mean,
The
for-
Miami Lake, they have the whole list. Did you know?
The Miami.
The Miami Lake has the entire list.
right, I don't think you need to add that because.
No, I'm just saying.
We wanna use it for
I
anywhere.
know,
I
okay,
don't mention
makes
that.
sense.
They need to know how to speak to their own language.
Unless you want to.
And I'm sure we can tell them how. if they-
Okay. Okay. This thing is like. Sorry. All right, this is the thing that links to the additional resources that we work on for Tallahassee. And what I was planning to do for our contact information, wanted to provide consolidated contact information, right? Cause for everybody to be contacting each one of us individually, it's
Right.
gonna be a lot. But I don't know, I kind of wanted to bring it up to everybody's opinion. Like if I'm speaking, it would make sense for them to contact me. If I put Steven up there, they're gonna be like,
Right.
who is Steven?
Right, I think you just, whoever presents it changes
Okay,
it.
so I'll create
And don't forget.
duplicate slides with everybody's information.
Mhm.
And then, whoever presents just grabs that one and that's it, okay? And we are not always gonna have the ability to present on the screen,
Sure.
right? So there may be opportunities when we print this out. We'll have to continue evolving this as we go based on
Just use a
the.
little bit of the media kit and have
I'm gonna say,
flyers ready, and that's it.
Yeah.
Depends, that's why. When we email them, say, hey, we'd like to do a presentation, if it's in person, is there a way to present it electronically? If it's on Zoom, it's easy,
Yeah,
right? If it's not on Zoom, then honestly, you probably can't.
Okay.
Maybe some of the fancier, newer HOAs have it, but most HOAs, meetings I've been to, no one's presenting. So much like that, what you do is, on Zoom, obviously, you present like this, or you present and then you have to ask them to send this information out, or at least you have some ready to give to the board members. Because those are the people that would then tell the management company, hey, let's send stuff out, let's send emails out, etc. The management company sends it out, they'll want the file, they send it out, things like that.
okay. So I also wanted to add to this, if everybody, obviously I'll incorporate the feedback that we've discussed, is that if there's more, I'll jot it down. But if the presentation is approved with those like main talking points, I can also create like a supplemental, think of it as a flyer that summarizes the entire presentation in one place. So like, if you have the ability to use the PowerPoint, use the PowerPoint. If you have the ability to hand out a sheet of paper, then you do that. And trying to make it in the more condensed fashion, so if we print it ourselves, obviously it's least expensive. But my primary objective was to get the information approved, and then I can kind of like make it translate to different forms of communication.
Yeah, I agree, that's good.
Yeah, okay,
So you'll add that onto the final product, your condensed version of the PowerPoint.
Right.
Okay. Sure.
so you'll get different deliverables. Like you're gonna get the PowerPoint I just presented with the final contact information. Then you're gonna get the one pager that you could print out and supplement of whatever. I don't know, as my brain thinks of things, I might add some more to the list. Okay. And then you can adapt it based on whoever your crowd is.
Right. I think it looks good.
I think it looks great.
It looks good. Straightforward, not too much words, which is not the point of the presentation online, so. I like it.
Motion for that? Motion to
Yeah,
adopt the-
motion to approve.
Motion to approve and adopt
And
the
also
presentation
approve that you would provide us
and the changes
a condensed form as well
of this format.
with the final form.
I motion it.
Second.
Okay, aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. You have any board opinion?
Yeah, so I was working on it and I was trying to rush through it. I don't want to rush through it, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna go make a motion for this. I'm gonna work on getting a complete draft within the next 2 weeks. And then I would ask, I'll send it out so everyone can take a look at it for 2 weeks before our next meeting. But I also add to the motion that I want you to make it look good.
Okay, that's fine.
Not a PowerPoint, but something that looks like.
A
sort
better
of like
format,
an
I got you.
Opinion, a more formal marketing sort of opinion, I don't know. Use the colors, put on their logo, something that looks decent.
Okay.
That we would then present to the council and then once approved by the council would be put on, would have been main things on our website page.
Okay.
So that would be my motion.
Oh,
so
you
then-
said webpage and it reminded me of something. Continue, sorry.
So that would be my motion, so I would send that out. I will then send it out to everybody, everybody has it, make your comments, come back to the next meeting so we can approve it
Okay,
based off everyone's comments and your marketing, making it look decent, and then we can get it out.
okay,
I move to
Yes.
second that.
support. Yep. You second?
Present, yeah. I second that.
Everybody in agreement? Discussion, anything?
So it's, we haven't done an actual opinion, right? And we discussed 4 things that we want in our opinion. Legislative help from the town, administrative help from the town CFO's office. Education help, how they can help to do, keep educating. And 4th, something we haven't discussed a lot, is legal options that the town can look into themselves, not somebody else. Does the town have a legal course of action somewhere? Well, let's provide a little bit of analysis and the town can make a decision if they do or don't. But I think it makes sense for us to tell the town, you need to determine if you want to go that path or not, because it's been 20 years, nothing's happened, so.
I can't tell you, I mean, this is getting, gotten a lot of gray hairs since this has been happening.
So that's what the opinion will have. It's just an opinion. You give it to the council does with it as they deem fit, as they want. We need to make specific requests and then see if the council moves forward with those requests.
That's what we're here for.
So I'll get a more final form to everybody. And over the next meeting, we can get it approved.
Thank you for everybody, taking their time to.
Moving right along, webpage overview.
I think changes were made.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw the new videos are up,
Something
different
was on.
things. So those changes were made. I don't know what other changes people have in mind based off the what's on there now. Maybe that we add this HOA presentation, things like that in the future. But for now, at least the old stuff is gone and the newer stuff is there, which I think helps a lot. It provides more simple but more informative information now.
yeah.
But I don't think there's any action that needs to be taken at this point.
Okay, any more discussion on that?
No,
Comments on that? I saw some of the changes, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's that.
Good.
Um,
Anything else?
no, I just.
Move on, new business. Bring request to municipalities. Needs.
Right,
The
so,
route, all of them, Miramar.
well, we got the emails from
And-
the mayor's office.
Annabelle.
I was just gonna ask you, whatever happened to the final decision with the legal powers office? Anything came of it?
I mean, she never really had a final decision other than it's a state issue, but
Yeah.
we'll keep looking into it.
Yeah.
Nothing-
That's what, we have a new person, new liaison now.
Yeah, the gentleman, that,
Well, no, he.
No, Tom is
no,
gone.
no.
Tom left to move to another position. And now we have a new liaison, Andrea Guzman. Annabelle
Annabelle, yeah.
Guzman.
So she provided us contact information for towns
Towns.
that we were discussing.
Yeah.
The next step is that we need to approve whether it's a letter that comes from us or a letter that comes from the town. I think it's better a letter comes from the town from the mayor.
Yeah,
But we need to approve a letter that goes out to these towns, asking them to step up, put money on the table, their own legislative resources.
I mean, they passed it, they passed a resolution to help out and reach out. Our town,
Right, our town
Yeah, they
always
passed it.
does, right,
we were in our last meeting,
but,
it was a March meeting,
right, they're willing to do
we're
it.
waiting to do it.
So we just gotta get the pen on paper and the mayor will sign something out. Whether it gets any response or not is, I don't know. The second thing I'll go put in the advisory opinion is telling the town that they need to get a resolution out to these specific
To
towns
be specific.
as well. And provide their clerk with those resolutions.
Miramar, Doral,
Changes.
Elliott Garden, yeah, absolutely.
So what I would do is I'll provide a form letter for approval next meeting. Then we would then request for the mayor to send that letter out to the towns. I don't know if we say, hey, we're going to work on, I don't know what type of commitment, this is a discussion of. I mean, the mayors know what type of resolution, I assume that whatever the council will approve a resolution to tell different towns to push, where I'm getting at is the time to start getting towns and my county's support for 2025 is now.
Yeah.
We can't be going in January of 2024 and getting the county.
2025.
Well, what we did this year
Yeah,
is
but-
we got the county support when the session was already starting. We need all the support before the session.
We're gonna get a hold of it, it'll be fairly obvious.
Do you guys plan to go back up to Tallahassee anytime soon?
I mean, next session,
Next session.
or
We-
pre-next session.
We're getting to that now, that's the next,
Right,
which will be March,
yeah, next.
if you
session.
saw the schedule. March,
Well, yeah.
5 is when it starts.
So that's all, I'll provide.
Going
I'll
back.
provide
The
a draft
municipalities.
letter, then
Yeah.
that, I'll ask Isle to send it out, and then you
Yeah.
guys
That's it.
will have it for the next meeting.
Can you add to that, that we have, like, to inform the other municipalities that we have structured materials that they
Right,
can
yes.
use in their.
Yeah, I would put that in. I would have that. Like, they don't even have to work that hard.
Yeah, like, just
Yeah.
use this, like, copy paste
We
it.
want,
done.
that's in my draft, we want a consistent message, we've had a consistent message for 3 years now, a message that the representative has used as well.
Yeah.
So we can't change off the message, it doesn't help if we go up there and all of a sudden they're out saying, stop the blasting altogether, make it illegal.
Right.
That we can't have, that doesn't
Right.
help us. But we can agree on a consistent message and get people actual money and other lobbyists to hold meetings and do everything we're doing. It can't just
Right.
be Miami Lakes. Maybe that could help.
Yeah.
Right now, it's just Miami Lakes.
Yeah.
And the county for a few weeks,
Correct.
sort of. I don't
5
know.
minutes.
I don't know what the county did, obviously, but they did something, and that's not better than nothing.
Yeah.
We need everybody else.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what the letter would sort of be.
Perfect.
Of course, whoever signs it, or come from the mayor's office, he's the intergovernmental, the council, he would need to approve it as well. But he typically has never had an issue with anything. We give him.
Yeah.
And then the next step after that would be to get the resolutions passed by the council to really tell the towns, all right, hey, here's our letter, now here's our resolution. Do we want to do something or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and maybe that resolution talks about legal action. Yeah, that's for them to decide. Not our job. Which then takes us to, yeah, I mean,
B and C and
it
everything.
will be all,
Yeah,
it's all
B.
tied in. All I'm saying is we gotta be ready now.
As we said,
You get ready now. get
Starts in March
now.
instead of January.
Right, so you have,
It's even.
right,
it's
you have a
not
little
here.
bit more time, but you have committee weeks coming.
We got
You have
committee
meetings
meetings,
January and February. All I'm saying is the resolutions of support should be ready to go the moment the representative files whatever bills. he
Yeah.
sends. And not just from Miami Lakes, and not just from Miami-Dade County, from Doral, from Miramar, from Broward County,
Yeah.
from Hialeah Gardens. You would hope, but
Maybe the West Coast.
yeah, maybe places in Lee County, down south, Homestead. Which leads me to my last thing.
And then number 8C, yeah.
Yeah, the last thing is I just wanted to be approved by the board, so then I don't have any issues. Saying, well, not from the board or not, Brian Morena has a client who, yeah. Has a contact with the councilwoman in City of Homestead, and he was invited to go speak about blasting. And because supposedly they are starting to get complaints.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, no, I had heard it already. I had heard it for a while. I mentioned
Way
it
down there?
3 or 4 meetings. with them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
did, you
mentioned it.
did.
Yeah, and we've been talking about that
Yeah,
before.
we've
We're
been
talking about that for years now.
And your old representative friend, who's not down,
Lucas.
he mentioned it. I mentioned it to him, we mentioned
Yeah.
that, even around that time.
Talking about me.
We talked about that.
So.
Eventually you're gonna move south, but anyway, here we
Right.
go.
So he invited me to join him. And I just wanna make a motion that I'm going to go there. I don't know exactly, I gotta look at the agenda, what we're talking about, but basically, I see this opportunity to get them behind us.
Yeah.
Right? And
Motion
get
to
their-
explore,
get-
getting in Hersbury, going to the county, going to the whole city of Homestead
I
Municipal
second.
meeting to explore and talk about blasting to the city of Doral. I mean, city of Homestead.
So they're all the way
Everybody-
down in that beltway, they're already reaching.
Yes, yes, I've been saying it for a while.
Comes down there.
Oh, yes. Wow, you first,
She took the mouse. I was gonna show you. There's a
yeah,
thing on Kendall Chrome.
Candle Grove back there.
Yeah.
I've been saying it for a long, Homestead speeding it down into the meeting.
For your presentation.
I just have no idea.
Do you want the presentation for one thing?
Oh, yeah.
I'll speak to Brian. I don't know. I'll ask him, but if you wanna send it to me, that'll be great. Just to have it ready.
It'll be ready. I just have to update.
Yeah, so you wanna send it to me, I'll see if he wants to use it or not.
Okay.
It is,
Felicia.
it's his thing.
Yeah.
Quick question, in the part when you talk about legislative, do you have a list of all the municipalities? Because we can, I guess, I was thinking, we can reach out to each of the representatives. of each
Yeah.
area.
Yeah, we do. We'll tell you
We'll forward
the
it.
list of those specific cities.
North Annabelle? Yeah,
Yeah.
Annabelle.
For this area, but there's another like.
There's other areas in the west coast.
rare-
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, there's, yeah, it touches multiple districts. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And including districts on the west coast. And
Yes.
we had a meeting with, in November when I met with, Rep. Rommel. He said.
Rumble is leaving, so.
Right, he's leaving, but he's gonna run for state senate in 26. But, I know he's leaving, he probably doesn't want to be with us anymore, but, he even mentioned he's starting to hear about it, because there is some mining activity in Lee County now.
Yeah.
That some homes are, as they move east, right, away from the water, homes are starting to get close to their mines. So he.
And there's
I
development.
mean, he's,
There's development.
yeah, but he hasn't been an advocate for the reform at all, right? But even he mentioned it to me, like, yeah, I'm starting to hear about it now too. So it's something that's going to expand, there's less and less places to live and build homes.
Correct.
There's no way around it.
Actually, I was at the City of Miami Gardens the other day and and it really doesn't matter, Democrats or
Yes,
Republicans.
Felicia Robinson.
Felicia Robinson, I know her, and she tells me, I said, Felicia, and she says, oh yeah, I work really close with state representative for Region. So she's also, she's told me she's been getting calls on it also.
Okay. I mean, everyone knows about it at this point. It's not a matter
Right.
of the, at least on the House side, of people not knowing about it. We've met with enough that everyone knows about it. I know Tom has probably met with every single representative that knows about this
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
now, it's a matter of trying to really push it through. And maybe, like I said, pressure points from other areas can help make it happen. Maybe.
We need to open this question. Felicia, does he have any idea of his new bill or? any-
No,
anything?
no, he doesn't, but I think he's trying to,
Yeah, because I think you mentioned like a compensation thing or something also.
but
Phase of it.
that's not, written in.
Written in stone.
Yet,
Correct.
so
Okay, okay,
that's something that.
No,
we
that's
can,
fine.
you know.
that's
How
fine.
many times has this bill tried to pass and
Oh, my
has
God.
failed?
Uh-oh.
Numerous times.
3 or 4 years already, from what I know.
Huh?
We started,
Since he started,
It's 4 times.
but 3 or 4 times,
Right?
Yeah. 3 or 4 times.
And it just, it dies.
It dies.
yeah, because it goes to committee and then committee.
The committee
they
is
have a
opposed.
consensus and the chair of the committee has the power to,
That's what it's about.
that's how it is.
The chair,
Easy.
if the chair wants it heard, it can be heard. I think if a bill like this is heard, it makes too much sense not to move forward.
No, but again, the workshop, I think it was very good. It's on record, and you were great in your presentation. And a lot of people were aware of it, and some were like asking questions like,
Yes.
you know, but I think it's important that this is the first step.
And it puts them, again, and makes them know we're not going anywhere, right? And it makes them work for it. They just ignored us and, we don't need to meet with them, send them a letter saying they're wrong. All right, now they actually have to show up. They couldn't just ignore it. They actually had to be there. I mean, they was there, full of people from the industry. When we were done, the room became empty. So it was, people were there. They had to at least do something now. And their argument, I don't think was very compelling. I've said it before, they had oh, you can't tell, if you mess with us, costs will rise and all that. That's not what these people have to do. So. They didn't say, there's no way we're doing any of this damage, these people are crazy, they're just lying, they're home, they're set.
Yeah, we're all smoking.
They didn't say that, but they know they can't say that at that point. So, we are, where we are, and that's why this, we'll talk about it, and hopefully in extensive detail the next meeting. It can't just be going through the house anymore, it's gotta be all avenues, and the town has to provide the resources to do it. And we have to go to other towns and ask them to join the fight. They can't just be the town.
I think we'll do just well.
Yeah.
I think something has to happen.
I agree.
Voice strengthening them.
Right. That and
That's
just,
huge.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's also just resources and getting, there's only so many times a week can go, and then what are they gonna meet with the same people again? If they start getting meeting requests from different towns, different areas, that helps. That's gotta help. I
Yeah.
don't see how it doesn't help.
Yeah.
Especially when you get other representatives involved, in different districts. Oh, you know, oh, we get, I don't know, Doral involved. The representative down there now knows that his council in Doral, which is a huge section of his voter base, is talking about this and they want this, so it has to get him involved. Right? If he won't have a choice, they just sit around and do nothing. At least I don't think he should have a choice. Whatever portion it is, so. That's the goal. It helps.
I think it's going in the right direction.
Everyone's got their homework?
Yeah.
So,
Anything else to discuss?
well, hold on, so.
Yeah.
Liz, figure out contact information, start emailing the HOAs to start.
Yeah.
And we'll have a group text
Yeah.
schedule.
Okay.
Okay, just want to make sure we're clear.
Let me know when you guys are gonna meet one of those HOAs. so I can see.
Well, we're gonna have, yeah, we're gonna
And
have.
we'll all go there one day and then.
I have a question about potential members of the BAB. Does anybody have someone in mind?
I've asked a few and not much interest yet.
Yeah, I
Alright.
asked a couple people. I don't know.
Chamber.
Yeah. That would be, I feel like a good place.
That's a great place.
That some people might be interested.
What happened to the police retired
George?
yeah, what?
Yeah, he hasn't been here in like a year and a half.
I've not seen him.
I seen him, but I saw him recently.
I've not seen George.
Yeah,
Please.
yeah.
I haven't seen him in that.
I had breakfast with him, but
Maybe he's going for a sheriff.
He lives in here?
he should.
He's
not.
He's here, but he's not.
He lives in here.
Yeah.
He-
No, he's good. He's busy. I see him. He has his consulting company. He's busy, but yeah, he hasn't, he stepped down a while ago. He was too busy. Okay. Yeah, listen, we need people. If you have any idea of someone.
Yeah,
else,
I'll
Figure out who we're gonna bring on board.
And, we definitely need people. We got 2 council members leaving. Maybe they want to join once they.
Yeah, who knows?
I think they would want to break. But, we definitely need people. We definitely need, 2 to 3 strong, committed people.
I think now in Maryland,
And
Boyasko can jump right in here.
If they want to, sure, that'd be
Right.
great, but I don't know. I think they would like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you have any ideas.
Yeah.
Talk to them, tell them to come to the next meeting. We gotta get, I really want to try to get a few people on board over the summer.
Yeah.
It's really important.
I guess.
All right.
Anything else? Open discussion, anything else? Nobody else, going once, twice. 3 times, motion to adjourn.
Second.
Third, all in favor,
Uh,
out of here. Thank you, guys.
Well, you're out of here.
Thank you.